that means time to take out the trash. Tom Sneddon. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his last name, but who cares? Basically, y'all, if you guys listen to the song DS, Don Shelton by Michael Jackson, you should know that he's a cold man. And the man that tried to take down Michael Jackson back when Michael Jackson was accused of child molester back in the 90s. Which is why the song DS was made for Thomas Shelton. Thomas Sneddon. I'm assuming that's how you said his last name again. I don't know, but I don't care. Yeah, he's been dead for a few years now. So yes, it's been long overdue for me to take out the trash out of DS because Don Shelton is a cold man. Thomas Sneddon is a cold man. I bet he never had a social life anyways, and I bet his mother never taught him right anyways. And I know we're all gonna be thinking, you're thinking, I'm speaking ill to dead and all that. That's me being a cold, hard man as well and everything, right? I'm being a cold man for that. Well, here's the thing. I'll give you a good example. Michael Jackson's father, who recently passed a few years ago too, which is his anniversary, just came about as well, of his death anniversary. And I never liked the Joe Jackson, even though he's the father of Michael Jackson. Never liked him, anyways. The things I heard about him, the things that he did to Michael and to his brothers, even to his sisters and his stepsister, whatever, in a way, elderly sister, whatever, in a way, even cheating on his wife, even though she put up with him in a way. But it doesn't matter if Joe Jackson did with Michael Jackson. I always thought he was a piece of scum, a piece of shit, a lowlife, especially when he told his own son, Michael Jackson, that he looks ugly when he was growing up, you had puberty or whatever, and all that. And saying, never didn't get that from my side. And like saying myself, well, you don't look so good yourself, years later with your plastic surgery and all trying to make yourself look like you look good, but you don't. And I'm talking about Joe Jackson, the father of Michael Jackson. He looked so good himself. And to say that Michael Jackson was ugly, he was not ugly. As a child, as a teenager, even growing up, in his early 20s and all that, even though he had plastic surgery afterwards, after the whole Presley incident and all that. And even before that, he worked on his nose, on his cheekbones, because telling that to your own son, it really takes that very hard for Michael Jackson. That was really hard for Michael Jackson to listen to from his own father telling him that. So you could tell from there that Michael Jackson was scarred because of that. So the point of all this whole thing is that I didn't like Joe Jackson. I didn't like Joe Jackson either, but I'm not gonna paint on a bright brush in the way I'm trying to say it. I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but the point is I'm trying to make here is that we're just speaking ill to dead. Despite I didn't like them and all that, Joe Jackson was one of those guys that never liked it, never cared for, but rest in peace to him. However, for Tom Sneddon, who talked bad about Michael Jackson and tried to take him down and all that, even though he's been gone, I'm doing the same thing with him too. Despite me not liking Joe Jackson, I also do not like Tom Sneddon. So, in a way, it's two sides. Either way, how you look at it. Of me speaking ill to dead, and one person he was Michael Jackson. The other person trying to take down Michael Jackson. So, which I'm going to take in favor? Joe Jackson. This guy, I'm not going to take in favor at all. Which is why time to take out the trash. Because it stinks.
Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. and here is your winner, and still you are taking out the trash champion, the natural born driller, the trash man himself, who is the ultimate trash man, who is the natural ultimate driller himself. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated from the trash man, natural born driller himself, taking every victim of any victims into a trash bag, a flight into the nosedive of a trash can. And if you don't like it, beta.